What do you love about Play Now Online?
I just like to compete, stuff like that. I like that you can't use the same team. You know how you have to wait 5 games before using a team. And I like playing against like tough guys, honestly.
Is there any favorite teams or players you really like to play as in this mode?
I would say Team the Knicks. That's my favorite team to use. And I guess I would say
The Raptors have gone 4-7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. On the court for the Mavericks, Caleb Martin out there with Derek Lively. Then there's Spencer Dinwiddie. And there's Klay Thompson. And it's MP in at the point. So it's the Mavericks now. The Raptors getting the bucket. And Bray, you've seen the way the game has grown over the years. The skill level of the league is higher than ever.
Well, the talent level, Kevin, that is on display on a nightly basis in this league is staggering. But a lot of kids out there watching what's going on, and they're going to push this game even further. How exciting is that?
And here is Quickly after the three-pointer from Klay Thompson. Quickly against MP, looking to end his cold spell. And it's Quickly missing.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
And in tight, Dinwiddie's got a good sense of how to be effective. Whether it's with the power or finesse, he can find a way to beat his man.
Driving in, got a piece of it.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Martin with the bucket. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Mavericks.
They made a point to protect the rim, challenging shots all game long, and the block total is off the charts.
And I feel like another part of tonight's game has been the hustle points, getting up and down, getting second chances, getting transition opportunities. They've been fantastic in that area.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Abaji can't get it to go. Dallas has gone 2 or 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. That one drops for him. That's 12 points for MP.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Will it go? He blocks it again.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. Toronto with the ball. Next step for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. And that game concludes a 5-game homestand. RJ Barrett has established himself as a guy who can play a lot of different roles. Brent, a very versatile player.
A versatile player, Kevin, for sure, and the scoring has been there, but I don't think that's what you rely on with R.J. Barrett. You want him to be a complementary player that plays in different positions on the floor to put the defense at a disadvantage. He's that skilled, and he has that ability to grow that way.
P.J. Washington, he's checked in for Dallas. The NBA has always been a star-driven league, Greg, and that's reflected in team strategies now more than ever before.
It is. All over the league, teams now building their systems around their stars, surrounding them with complementary players and running the offense through them as much as possible.
Toronto shooting a pedestrian 36% in the fourth quarter. The offense not doing their best work of late. Here's Shed, covered by MP. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Now the pass to Martin. Lively trying to break loose. Martin with the bucket. Martin's got 9 points now in the quarter.
What focus from Martin, not allowing the defense to even get to him.
Here's Shed. A rebound by Washington. Washington's got 9 rebounds now tonight. To the middle, it's deflected. In the corner, it's Martin. Back to MP. Pass to Martin. Launches it. Another three for Dallas.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
It's one thing to have teams shoot a bunch of threes, but with this team being that hot defensively, you got to chase them away from anywhere near that line.
Offensive rebound, Abaji, and that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
They've cashed in on a lot of second chance opportunities here in the second half. That extra effort will help them cut into this deficit.
MP passes to Lively. Now, here's Washington. Good, nice job down low.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Confidence is sensational, and it feels like no one is going to stop him tonight from scoring.
Barrett wide open, he fires. Drops in the tray. Barrett's got 14 points now in the second half.
Well, RJ's instincts are to score, and his instincts are taking over right now.
And Dinwiddie with the basket on the assist by MP. 10 points for Spencer Dinwiddie.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Snatched up. Count it.
The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Right wing. Up top, Washington. Dinwiddie passes to MP. Out to the right wing. Clock at 6. Washington with it. Now Lawson defending. And it's Washington missing.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Pass to Barrett. That one goes. Count it. Barrett's got 12 points now in the quarter.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Mavericks.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so this is going to end up as victory number 24 on the year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win. Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
Here's Lawson. Spencer Dinwiddie picking up that last basket. The second chance effort. Again with the block.
And swatting shots away with ferocity.
GA, he is not messing around in this one. And he's going up for the alley-oop and finished off by Lively.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight, getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
Here's Shen for 3. Barrett. And Lively pulls it down. MP with it. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Brett Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan.
You know, I love games with high scoring outputs.
Yeah, we all know that. But do you know who had the highest scoring single game of the 2024-25 regular season? Who scored a league high of 61 points?
Was it De'Aaron Fox, Nikola Jokic, Stephen Curry, or Giannis?
Let's meet your Dallas Mavericks. At the small forward position, at 6'6", number 13, Marshall.
And now the Los Angeles starters. Powell and Kawhi in at the forward spots. Bogdanovich is out there with Ben Simmons. And Zubac's in at the 5, down low. And for the Mavericks, they've got MP. Derek Lively is out there with Davis. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Marshall in at the small forward position. We are in the quarterfinals of the NBA Cup. It's the west side of the bracket with a group winner taking on the wild card.
Well, this is when the cup gets serious. It doesn't matter what you did in the group play. This is single elimination, loser go home, and winner moves on.
So it's Los Angeles now. After the Mavericks picking up a basket just a moment ago. Pass to Powell. Leonard outside. Now Simmons. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The fadeaway. Outside Bogdanovich. Leonard against Davis. Tries again. Shot by Leonard, no good. Pass to Marshall. That's in there. Davis with the assist.
Boy, a really excellent passer for his position. Davis more than capable of dropping dimes.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, Jason Kidd had a few moments to share with me. And guys, when talking to Coach before the game about Ben Simmons, it sounds like they know how they want to attack him defensively. Coach told me, you can't let him get the easy bucket. We need to force him to his right and flush him out of the paint. Sounds like they're going to try to keep Simmons as far away from the hoop as possible, B.A.
As always, Allie, we thank you.
Always among the lead leaders in throwdowns. AD's tough around that rack.
Here's Leonard. Excellent D there from Davis.
Just brutal. I mean, 5 straight misses to begin the game.
To the middle. Here's Irving. Hey, it's blocked by Simmons.
At his size, Simmons has the reach to be a shot blocker, so you've got to be careful when you're trying to rise up around him.
Now here's Simmons. Looking at his stats, he's putting up about 7.5 per game. Driving to the basket. Outside Bogdanovich. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. For Dallas, they've gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. MP, the pass to Lively. Count that one. Lively's got his second basket of the game.
Really taking charge of the game, largely with a detailed interior attack.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes a team.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. And the first season matchup for them against the Mavericks this year.
Having swept this team in the regular season, they completely imploded in their postseason matchup.
Yeah, that just shows you never know how the regular season and playoff matchups are going to play out. I mean, who knows how it plays out tonight? We'll watch and find out.
Now here's Powell. His last outing, he had 18 points.
Nice D by Lively there. He can block shots both at the rim and out away from the basket.
Leonard for three. Sends it home from three-point land.
And that ends their drought. You could feel the frustration building with each miss.
Woo, man, this thing was turning into a soccer game. A lot of action and not many points.
Here's Simmons. That one falls. He's now 1 for 3.
You know, what touch from the Australian native, Ben Simmons. I mean, he's so good at staying under control, even when facing physical contact.
Now here's Davis. His last outing, he had 20. Now Simmons. Powell outside. No good that time. Dallas leading by 5. It's so interesting, Grant. Younger fans may not realize the Clippers had a lot of rough seasons early on.
Well, you know, B.A., that's one way to put it. You know, in their first 27 years in L.A., they only made the playoffs 4 times. But things have definitely changed. Owners have changed. And now they're postseason regulars in the league.
Here's Irving, and there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be on Ivica Zubac. Grant, we all know how good Kyrie Irving is, but he's especially lethal in the fourth quarter.
And his clutch moments go far beyond his series winner in the 2016 finals. He thrives in high-pressure moments and has done so his whole career.
Now here's Simmons. And Davis with the block.
Expert timing by Davis on the block. Right when the ball was at it.